Okay, welcome everyone. This is Stone Age. This time we are playing the online version on the board game Arena. And instead of showing you how to play this game, because there is another video, check the link in the description. So this time I would like to show you the logic, how you can make your turns and assess which actions are the best, so you can get more victory points and win this game. We start the game with me going first. And the way you can look at this board is you have these resources at the top, so you can get food, wood, clay, stone, and gold. You can get some improvements to improve your overall efficiency. You have technology cards and you have buildings. So early on, improvements are more important than anything else. I don't think that these cards in particular are very valuable because the first card, it has only 1x multiplier. The second card is also 1x multiplier. Third and fourth, we cannot afford them. They are way too expensive and we don't have any resources yet. So I'm ignoring these cards in this round. And the first thing I would like to take is to take one of the improvements. So if I were to take an agriculture, it means that every round going forward, I don't have to pay for one meeple. So how much does it worth? Each meeple needs one food every round to feed him. And one food will require you 2 dots on a die. Let's call it like 2 points. So by taking this spot, I can get 2 points effectively, or save 2 points for every round going forward. And if the game will run, let's say 12 rounds, it means that this action will yield me about 24 points. This action, for example, it will give me a meeple for 11 rounds because I don't get it in the first round. So one meeple on average will roll 3.5 dots, meaning points on a die. So one meeple in 11 rounds, 38 victory points. But also because I'm using 2 meeples here, so I'm losing 3.5. So it's actually 35 points if I go here. It looks like this action is more effective. However, I would like to take this action first, the agriculture, so that I can deny the other player of taking agriculture and put the other player in a little bit worse position. So the last thing, a tool can yield maximum 1 point in every round going forward. So in 12 rounds, it will be just 12 points. So we can see that this will give 12 points, this will give roughly 24, and this will give roughly 35. So these two are the best, but for now in the first round, I'll prefer to take the agriculture. Okay, so interestingly, the other player actually decided to take the card. I'll get to cards evaluation a little bit later. For now, among the remaining actions, I will take an additional maple. Just way too good to ignore. So this is 35 in this stage, this is 24, this is 12. Okay, so the other player has used meeples on the technology and on the wood. I have only 2 left, so even if I get 1 clay, I cannot buy this card, so there is no reason for me to go here. So what I can do instead, I cannot buy a building, I cannot go for the tool, so I can go either to get some resources, clay, or food. I don't really need clay, I can still get it in the next round, so I better go for food and get myself a little bit food for reserve. So let's take them back. Okay, so this is probably not a very interesting round. I didn't get any technology cards, no buildings, no resources, but I improved my economy by having additional meeple, having an agriculture level improved, and I'm going a little bit ahead comparing to the other player. Okay, so we are now in a similar situation. So the other player decides to go and grab some food. In general, that's pretty efficient turn. So you need to spend 2 resources here, and if she's spending 2 wood, in total that's worth 6 points. Food on its own worth 10 points. So by just buying this card and getting initial bonus, she's already acquiring like 4 points. And the card itself at the end of the game will give you maybe like 6 points. So this turn yield her about 10, maybe 12 victory points, which is pretty good. But I still think that these two actions are still better. So I'm going to grab one more agriculture for me. Understandably, she is taking additional meeple. So now I have an option either to take this card. So it costs 3 points. It gives me 6 points back with gold. So it's net gain of 3 points. If I have 7 meeples at the end of the game, so it will also give me 7 victory points because there is just one multiplier. So this card worth about 10 victory points on itself. I also understand that I'm second player in this round, so next round I will be first. And there is this nice card with x2 multiplier that I would like to take. Yes, and she has used her meeples, so she's not taking it this round, so I plan to take it next round. I can assign my meeples to clay because I have more or less enough food. I'm covered, and assigning 4 meeples into one place fairly efficient. So even if I don't have any tools yet, but if my roll isn't perfect, I will still get maybe like 3 clay. So each guy, when you roll it, on average it will roll 3.5 points on a die. So with 4 meeples I will roll 14. There is about 50-50 chance that I will roll either 3 or 4. Let's have a look. Okay, a little bit unlucky roll, it's fine. And we'll use the last one to get the meeple. Okay, so let's have a look how efficient this card is. We can get approximately 6 to 7 billions. Let's say 6, let's be conservative. So with x2 multiplier, the endgame bonus for this card will be roughly 12 points, and we can expect, let's say 2, maybe 3 points from this random roll die. So it's about 14, 15, and the cost is 3 victory points if you are paying with wood. So this action is 12 point, will give me 12 points. This one, because we already have played a couple of turns, so this becomes less efficient. So this will yield probably like 20, this will yield like 32 approximately. So these two are still better. I'll take this one first, because this is more efficient for now. And efficiency of extra meeples diminishes quite rapidly. So right now we have an option either taking a card, going for resources. So I'll take a card, because resources, for each action resource you effectively gain like 3 victory points, 3.5 victory points for placing one meeple. This card is nice, has a double X multiply. If I have approximately 6 tools at the end, it will yield 12 points, plus 2 for the tool, one-time tool, so it's 14. It cost me 9 points though, so overall efficiency of this turn is 5 victory points. I will better collect some wood and start playing with wood instead of clay. Yeah, of course, she has extra wood, so she's taking this card, which is fine. I'm not too concerned early on because I'm focusing on improving my economy. Okay, we have a pretty good roll. And we get a tool. Unfortunately, she got a tool as well, so it doesn't help us advance much. On the other hand, we get a free gold from her. Okay, so new round. All these buildings are extremely useful. Okay, that was poor planning on my side, I guess. This one will give me a multiply of 2 with 7 meeples. This will mean I'll have 14 points at the end game. And I get 1 resource, but I spend 1 resource, so roughly it will yield me 11 points for this card. Very good. I still need some food though. This is still is better because it yields at this stage probably like 18-20 points for this action. So this one is amazing, but this one is still better. Also worth remembering that she is going after tools, so she already will have 4x multiplier. Yes, so out of remaining options, like how do you assess how valuable the wood is? Like we're using the wood just to get a card. And I can get a card with clay as well. So you effectively, I'm either taking wood and losing this card, or I'm taking a card and will have to play with with clay. So I'm effectively comparing these two places, whether it's worth chasing wood. And the way you do that, let's say 3 meeples I can assign to either wood or clay. I will probably get 2 clay, with wood I'll get 3, so the difference is 3 victory points. This card is much more valuable, so I'm gonna grab it. Meanwhile, let's figure out how many meeples I need to send for food. I have 1 agriculture from here, already have 2 here, so I'll have 3 at the end of the round, and I need 4 food. So in theory, I can assign 2 meeples on food and 3 meeples on clay. Yeah, that works. But then let's have a look at the cards themselves. So this card, and I'll be first in the next round, this card is 3x multiplier. So if I have 6 buildings at the end of this game, it will give me 18 points plus 3, so 21, and I pay 9 resources for it, 9 points. So 12 victory points for this action. So I'm gonna grab it. This one is also amazing, but for now it's too expensive to take, so I'm gonna take it next time. And look, because I'm gonna be the first player next time. And this time, just to make sure whether I have enough resources, I need to pay 5. I have 5, and also I'll get 1 from here. So I'm okay to pay with wood and clay. So I'm gonna assign the rest of the meeples to food, and to have some reserves the next round. Okay, we are 9% through the game, mostly because we are buying the cards. No one is buying these buildings, but we should start doing that. Especially that we'll have 3x multiplier from this card plus 2 here, so it's 5 in total. So I really need to focus on buildings in this game. Okay, so now let's take our cards. And we have pretty decent roll with food. Okay, so now first turn. This action now worth approximately 16 points. This one, let's say about like maybe 27, something like that. Also very good. So this one, because of the immediate bonus, it's also the same 16 points. But for the card itself, you can also expect roughly 5, 6, maybe even 7. Actually 7 points is reasonable. So it's 16 plus 7, 23, minus 3, 20 points. So this action now becomes better than this one. So let's go and take it. Okay, so she has quite a lot of resources. Potentially she can buy this card as well. And because this card gives +1 tool, okay, so how much it's worth? So +1 tool for approximately 10 rounds, it's 10 victory points. Plus this one, approximately 6, 7, so it's 17 points, but cost 9. So in total, this card will give me 8 victory points. So I'm effectively either taking 8 victory points here, or I'm sacrificing about 4 points for the difference in between these two resources. So I'm gonna grab the card. It is still a better action. So now we need to get 4 resources somewhere. I have 2 clay that I'm okay to pay with, and I need 2 more. It means that I need to assign 3 meeples over here. I'll have only 1 left over, which I can send to food, but I have enough food and especially that I'm taking one more agriculture. So I'll probably just take all clay and have some reserve going forward. I wish I could take this card, but Veronica will be going first next round, so chances are she will take it. Okay, so let's take clay first. Okay, 3 clay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that was a glitch. Okay, so we are still not buying buildings because we are focusing on the economy, but at least we now have 5 agriculture, and we only need to pay 2 food every round. So our strategy on focusing on agriculture did pay off. Veronica, on the other hand, she has only one agriculture and no leftover food. So every round she needs to find 5 food. Effectively, 3 of her 6 meeples need to be working on food, and there is hardly she can do on the table apart from that. So it's her turn first. Let's have a look at what she's getting. Of course, she's looking for the long-term income. So let's have a look what this can do. So I can expect to have 7 agriculture at the end of the game. And with the 2 multiplied means I'll have 14 victory points plus 3 food, that's 6 points, so it's 20 minus 3 cost, 17 victory points. So I'm gonna grab it. This is way too good to pass by. So taking meeples, I think it's still useful action. Yes, she has to get more food. Instead of going doing hunting, she prefers to take a card. So let's just take an extra meeple. I can afford to feed them, and at this stage I think it is still quite useful to have an extra meeple, especially that we have 3x multiply and can expect to get more. Now let's have a look at what else we can do here. I can take this card. Endgame bonus will be roughly 7 points for this one, plus 3, 10, minus 6, so 4 points for this one. So I need to get clay, but I expect she will not go there because she needs food. So she has 1, 2 from here, 3 from here, so it's 5. So she still needs more food, so she'll probably go there. So that's why I'm gonna take card and hope that she will not put 1 meeple on the clay. Yes, she didn't do that, that's fine. So let's go and grab some clay so we can pay for our technology cards. So yeah, I'm still ignoring these buildings, but we're now at the point where economy is pretty good now. And I think going forward, just building economy doesn't really help. We need to cash in on it and start buying buildings and getting some points from that area. Because by having a multiplier but not using it, these technology cards would be wasted. Okay, so let's take this. Okay. This is very interesting situation. So I have 8 meeples. For this card, I will get 16 victory points just for the multiplier, even if I don't take extra meeples. And I will roll 2 meeples, so on average I'll get 2 wood, which I'll use to pay. Well, it will go the other way around, but still. The point is, I will get roughly 16 points from here, roughly 14 points from here, maybe about 20 from here. I'm gonna take the card then. And then I'm going to take some food. Again, mostly to deny her of food. And let's go and grab some wood. Okay, so how many do I need to send? What else do I plan to? So I will have 1 food here. I'll have 6 plus 2 here, 8. So I'll be able to feed my meeples. I don't need to worry about food this round. I can potentially buy this card. It will give me 7 points for this card on average. And also I'll get 1 more random card, which will, depends on what I'll get. It will be another multiplier, so maybe like 10 points. So okay, so this is 17 points in total, 16 points, and it costs 9. So 7 points for taking this action. I'm actually going to start taking buildings. I can afford either of them. I can pay 2 gold plus 1 clay and then some wood to pay this one more expensive, or just use gold and wood because I won't have enough clay for this one. So let's say I plan to take that, and I will not take this card this round. So I'm gonna take an extra wood, and I will take this card. So now taking everything back. Okay, I can use extra. Nice, pretty good roll. And I'm gonna take building and cash in all my gold. No, I'm gonna keep 1 gold because quite often you need it for the other buildings and it's better to keep it. I don't really want to go to this location just yet because I don't have enough tools to make this turn efficient enough. Okay, new round. So we have 6 agriculture, 8 meeples, so we need to find 2 food this round. So let's probably take this card because now it's 7 plus roughly 10, 17 minus 3, it's 14 victory points, so it was better than these locations. This card, if I still grab 6 buildings, it will be 12 plus 4, plus 4 points, so it will be 16, and I pay 9, so it's 7 victory points for this action. I'm gonna take it while it's still available. The next best option for me to either get some additional meeple or a tool. So this round I don't have tools multipliers, so I probably should not be focusing on tools that much. So I'm going to take an additional meeple, which means that I now need to find 1 food to feed this extra meeple. So I need to save 1 for this location. And okay, so wood is taken, so I'm going to take some extra clay. And the last goes to get some food. Next time I'm gonna be the first player. This card, I don't really need it because I already have one of these, of this type. So my first action should be probably, well, we'll have a look, depends on which cards we will have in addition to that one. So we are a little bit behind on victory points for these buildings, which is fine. We still have enough, but we don't have much. We don't have many technology cards left. Means that now we need to really focus on our buildings and cash in our multipliers. Okay, let's have a look. Got here. This one, because it's a new set, it will only give me like maybe 2 victory points on average. And I'm just maybe getting like 2-3 points from here because the other player will also get some bonus. So the difference in between best die and worst die on average is like 3 points. So 5 points to buy this card and I need to pay 3. It's not worth it. That's probably the worst action on the entire board right now. This one will give me 9, potentially, actually I'll probably have 10 meeples by the end of the game, so 10 points from this one, and 7 points on average from stone, so probably, let's do it properly, let's count it as 7, so it's 17, and I need to pay 6. So this will give me 11 victory points, which is very good, probably should take it. I'm not chasing this location anymore because these 3 areas become less efficient. Okay, touche. I'm gonna take it now then. So there is no urgency in taking these locations anymore, even though it is still efficient. Okay, so this one I'll probably have 6, 7, maybe maybe 8 agriculture by the end of the game. So this will give me 16 points, plus 3 here, 19, minus 9, so 10 points. Yes, I'm gonna take it. So I need 5 resources to buy my cards, and I have, yes, I have enough. Ideally, I would like to take this building as well. Which means I only have 4 left, and I need 5 resources. So I need to get some wood for sure. The question is how much, because I'll have my 10th meeple and I can only feed 8, so I'm gonna keep 2 meeples for this area and 1 meeple for the building. I do really hope she will not buy it, even though she can potentially go to get gold and then a building, but I understand that she will have 4 agriculture and still needs 2 more food, so she will probably go and grab some additional food. So that's what I'm hoping for. Yes, I was right. So let's grab this building and we'll send the remaining meeples to grab some additional food. And now let's take everything back. So I'm gonna take this card first before I'm taking the wood, because I want my tools to be used in the most efficient way. So yes, so I can use 2 tools right now and get +1 stone. Best case scenario, if I use 2 tools over here, I will get just +1 resource there. So there is no difference, is either getting +1 stone or +1 wood. There is no reason to keep my tools. That's why I'm gonna use it straight away. But now, before taking this card, I need to take some wood to be able to pay for it. So let's take it. Yes, I have 2 wood. Just to make sure that I don't miss anything, let's buy a building first and then buy a card. Let's see what we rolled. Okay, nice. We need agriculture. It does help us a lot. And let's get some extra food. We just got 1. Okay, so it was very unlucky roll, but it's fine because we got extra agriculture from the card. Even if we didn't roll, even if you didn't get agriculture from this technology card, I could still have used one of the resources to feed my meeples, so I wasn't really concerned about that. Meanwhile, while Veronica is taking her turn, let's think what we'll do next round. So this building is very great. We probably should take it as a first priority. So now, yes, she has taken that action, of course, because it's too great to pass. So what I can do instead, I can take this card, which will give me 6 plus 4, 10. So it's 4 points. This card will give me maybe like 2, because it's a second set, plus 3, it's 5. So it's just 2 points. This one again a duplicate, so cards are not very great, but this card saves me from going to after food, so I'm gonna take this. Like, it's still just worth like 4 victory points, but I'll be able to grab additional agriculture going a little bit later and to play on my multipliers, because starting from the next round she doesn't need agriculture at all. She'll have her 6 with her 6 meeples. So taking meeple, I cannot do that because I already have maximum 10. I can take a tool, which we will have about maybe 3 or 4 rounds. So this tool will give me only 3 to 4 victory points. Not ideal. I don't want to take that. What I need though is buying buildings, and for this building I need gold. So I'm going to go and grab some gold. Let's send 3. Actually, let's send 4. No, 3 is enough. I just need 1 gold, and I need some either wood or clay to be able to buy a building. Okay, so she cannot buy this building at all. She doesn't have gold and there is no way for her to get it. Potentially she could buy a card, but this is way too expensive. So I'm going to take a card Not very valuable, but still something. So if I compare between taking wood, clay, or taking a card, it's roughly the difference in between these two areas was roughly the same. So there is no it was an equal turn, that's what I mean. And the last one will take a building. Speeding up the video a little bit, she just has taken all her meeples. Back my turn, so let's grab our gold. Okay, bad roll. We just get 6, there is no reason for using tools. Jesus, I forget about wood. That was my mistake. Instead of taking this card, I should have got and grabbed some wood. I guess just being not attentive. That's fine, we'll get it next round. But now we really need to focus on buildings. That was a very terrible mistake. Let's take this one. More chances I will get it. Then I need to secure wood, then take this building. Okay, good. So now let's secure some wood. So for these 5, I plan to use 2 stone and 3 wood for this one. Okay, let's take this turn first and then think. Okay, how much this card worth? If I take it, 7 points for the greeny part, plus 10 from here, 17, minus 9, 8 points. I should definitely take it, especially that it will help me with this card. I absolutely need this. Then I have, let's check the food. So I have 8 and I need 2 more. Means that I need to send at least one guy here. Yes, I'm gonna just take all clay. This way I'll have enough wood and I have 1 gold, so I can buy this building. This building I can pay with clay and stone, especially that I'll get some extra stone from here. And this card, the only thing I need to pay, I can get more than enough from these 2 locations, that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so let's get our meeples back. We can get our clay first, then wood. That's right. Let's buy this building first so we don't forget. Ideally, I would like to buy this building next round. Okay, let's spread out and bet and get some and use a little bit more clay because I have extra clay here. So I can save this stone for this card. Then let's take this card and let's pay with 2 wood and 1 clay, so I can get 1 wood just in case if I can buy this card next round. So we will be aiming taking this card and I'll have 1, or I can get this card. I think I should be taking this card instead. I can pay 2 stone and 1 clay for it, and wood is more useful and more efficient to spend on technology cards. So yeah, this will be my first priority. If I cannot take it, I'll take the other building, which you can still afford. Most likely it will be the last round. Okay, I need to pay for meeples. I forget about that. That's very uncomfortable. So I can still get one of these 2 buildings. So let's take some agriculture first. Then let's take this building. Ideally what I want to get is to prepare for the next round. So effectively I would need lots of wood, so I'll be able to buy all cards that will be visible. And after that, okay, so I cannot take wood. It's fine. Let's take some clay. I can buy this card, get 1 stone, so I don't need to go after stone. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take this card. I should have enough clay from these to buy this for this card, and I'll send an extra meeple after food so I'm sure I'll be covered next round as well. Wow, nice, we got a free wood for us, which means that we can take this building in the next round. pretty much guaranteed, which is very good. Let's take a building, let's take the resources. There is no good way around this. Let's pay with clay. I'm going to grab this building, so I still need to get gold, which I will likely get from this building. There is no reason for her to go there, and there is no way for her to spend her gold, so that's fine. Okay, this was very unexpected. So she doesn't need gold, but she blocks us over here. So let's block her on that building. Let's go and grab clay, and there is no way for her to get clay, so yeah, possibly we'll be able to buy this building unless she blocks us over there too. Okay, let's grab this building then. We don't have many resources, so let's take the agriculture. We still have enough food. It's just this action, because of the multipliers, gives me 5 victory points now. If I take this one, it will give me 6 victory points because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unique cards. So this one is the 6th, and 6 in power of 2 is 36 points, 5 is 25. So the difference is 11. So by taking this card, I'm gaining 11 points and I pay 6. So net gain of 5, which is good. This card, because of the multiplier, will give me 5, but it also multiplies on its own. So it will give me plus 9. So it's 14 and I have to pay 9. So this one will give me 5 victory points. So very good, but this one is a little bit better. And she already has used all of her meeples. Let's look at what else we can do here. Let's try and grab this card, but also get some resources. Hopefully we'll get enough. Let's take this building. And we don't have enough. So we are choosing which one to take. And I'll take this one. It's a little bit more efficient. And I cannot buy the building, I don't have resources. I cannot buy this because I also don't have resources. So we just finish our turn. So looking at what we have left, we have 6 buildings, exactly how we predicted, and plenty of multipliers. Probably I should have focused on buildings more, but there were 2 turns where I actually failed to take it. So I can say that attempt was good, just execution was a little bit unlucky. With the meeples multiplier, we have 6 multiplier. Okay, so the game has ended. Let's have a look at how it played overall. So we had 100 from buildings, which is generally pretty good. Well, average. I would say average. Multipliers for green font, we were pretty much not focusing on them too much. That's why we scored a bit less than that. Buildings is really good. Could have been even better if I didn't make 2 mistakes and missed 2 buildings. Tools, yes, we were ignoring them because we saw that we didn't take much cards, so we did our bet on agriculture and extra meeples, and it did pay off. We had decent multiplier for agriculture and had high agriculture to make it work, and we had really good multiplier for meeples. So as you can see, we scored pretty high, almost 300, one shy. Good game. Okay, so that's it. I hope that the logic I explained when you're making turns helped you. So this way you can roughly evaluate which action to take and which action is better than the other. And good luck with your games. Like, subscribe, share this video, and tell me whether I did anything wrong. Well, there were a couple of mistakes, but if you think that there was a better option, better action comparing to what I actually did, let me know. Have a good day, guys, and happy playing.